Hey, call me Shape. And today I'm reacting to a video titled, She's 50, Lonely, and Begs for Attention. Let's get right into it.
Okay, I don't want to hear it, but I'm back on the dating sites. I don't think I'm going to find the one on there, but I can get out of the house, which I'm committed to, and I can have fun, which I'm committed to. So I have my first date next week. Seems cool. See, it's just fun, you know, and that's what I wanted. That's why the other guy that was doing too much was like, come on, bro. Like, no. Let's go have a cocktail. Let's have some happy hour. Let's laugh. Let's kiki. Well, I don't want a guy to kiki. Well, yes, I do, because it's just fun. So I'm going to happy hour next week. That sounds fun to me. I love happy hour.
So here's a lady. Her name is Sandra, or Sandre. She's 6 foot tall. She's a single mom of 3, and she's 53. And this is a story about her dating life. Very interesting. I found her on TikTok, and she has a wild dating life for a 53-year-old woman. By the way, she is pretty attractive, but you could tell her age because of her gray hairs, but she does look younger than her age. Anyway, she's going to take us down a very interesting story about her life. Let's listen to it.
Okay, don't talk about me. Because tomorrow I'm going to Big Bear with the guy that I said that I wasn't going to see anymore. I like him. He's really nice. I just don't know what's wrong. But we're going to go to Big Bear. He was like, come on, we'll bring the jet skis. And I was like, but nothing's going to happen. And he just chuckled. I was like, no, really. Anywho, guess I'm going to Big Bear jet skiing. I'll take some videos. And then Sunday we're going to the Dodger game. That's 2 days, 2 full days. Either I'm going to like him after this weekend or really hate him. I'm not afraid. I've done a full background search on him. He's fine. But what if we get in a fight and then I'm stuck? I'm just saying. You don't know. Anyway, wish me luck. I hope you guys are having a good weekend. It's so beautiful out here in LA. The weather's great.
So a LA single mom in her 50s, and she's dating like a teen. Oh my God. What if we hate each other? And she told him nothing's going to happen. Guys, have you heard that before? Yeah, women have been saying that their entire lives. Nothing's going to happen. I just want to let you know, nothing's going to happen. Nothing's going to happen. By the way, every time I've heard that, I knew something was going to happen, because usually I heard that before something happened. That was a pattern that I picked up. Every time a girl said, oh, we're not having sex tonight, that's exactly the night that we had sex. So something's happening, but I'm just trying to figure out, why do these older women want to hold out from giving away old punani? From menopausal punani? Listen, if you don't want to sleep with a guy, don't go on a date with him. I'm not saying sleep with him right away, but to kind of try to act like you're so pure and you're innocent. You're in your 50s. You're a mother of 3. But this is what they do. They still date like they're in their teens, even if they're in their 50s. Imagine that. Anyway, she continues on with the story. This is the date of the guy she talked about going on a date with, skiing. Let's listen to what they have to say. Well, she has to say, and we will respond. Hey, listen up, Shape Squad. Are you tired of being ignored by women? Well, download my free ebook, Be Attractive and Shut Up. It's going to teach you how to master attraction, build unshakable confidence, and win with women without words. Because chances are you're not ugly, you just talk too damn much. So download my free ebook, Be Attractive and Shut Up, and take control of your dating life right now. Now let's get right back to the content.
Okay, I'm going to give you guys the update. So he's in there getting transmission fluid. The car that we're in is breaking down. But it's making it fun because I'm watching him be a man. So this is the car he uses to tow the jet skis up. So it was so nice. I showed you the apartment. He's so... see, people, give them a chance because you might like them. I'm liking him. Totally respectful of me. But now he's fixing the transmission. Like, go be a man. Go fix something. And I'm just going to sit here. Just be cute. Hopefully we can make it because we're going to the Dodger game. So he's thoughtful and he's planful. So don't always be quick to kick someone to the curb just because you're unsure. Give it a couple of dates. You might like them. So I'm going to date him again.
So she's discovering new things about dating in her 50s. You know how bad is this world is? If the mothers are grandmothers, right? Because she's like a grandmother age at this point, not 50. I mean, maybe not, just early grandmother. But if they're still discovering dating later on in life, this is how you know dating is such bullshit. We're not supposed to date our entire lives. We're really supposed to shack up with someone at some point and get on with life. But this idea starting over and over again. You're a mother of 3. And you're still, I'm hesitant. I don't want to get hurt. I'm traumatized. I'm not going to do this anymore. I've learned. I'm adapting. I'm growing. I'm so scared. I'm vulnerable. I hate to say it this way. I don't want to sound like this. And it really bothers me to say it this way. But lady, you are delusional. You are delusional. You have grays in your head here. You have 3 kids. You are 6 feet tall. You're in California, for God's sakes. I respect that you are still an attractive woman, but then again, you have filters on, so I don't know how attractive you really are. But you really believe that you act so innocent to the... If I'm in my 30s and I've done freaky stuff to women and I don't have any kids, imagine what she's done. Just imagine what she has done. I'm just saying, in her lifetime. In her 50s. But she's still acting like you got to take me on 3, 4 dates. And I'm so nervous. I don't know what to do. And I'm doing background checks on you. And now she's coming to the discovery. She's coming to the discovery. I guess you could say the discovery. That this guy's all right. He's out there doing man stuff. He has a transmission problem, that sucks to happen on a date. But he's trying to fix it. And she likes it. He's being a man and she's being a woman. Sitting back just being cute. Because that's what it means to be a woman. Sit back and just be cute. That's all they do. She's 53 years old and all she's learned how to be as a woman is sit back and be cute. Be a wife? No, that's hard. Be a wife? That's hard. Anyway, the story continues. Let's listen.
Okay, I'm home, so I'm going to tell you about my date. So the car that he was driving in the last video is as I mentioned, the jet ski towing. So it's like a 1970s GMC, like old truck, kind of like a Bronco looking truck. And we were going to the Dodger Stadium from Big Bear because he leaves the jet skis there up during the summer. So the car breaks down. It's the transmission. And I'm like looking to see how he's going to react because I don't know him. I don't know how he's going to react under pressure. Handled it so amazing. Was not stressed. He's like, no problem. We'll just park it in the parking lot. We're going to take an Uber to Dodger Stadium. I was like, excuse me? We're in Rialto. It's like an hour and some change away. Heavy traffic. I was like, okay. I'm just going to sit here and be cute with the hour and a half Uber. But I thought we were going to miss the game and just deal with your car because I know I'm not leaving my car in a parking lot that's going to get towed. He's like, if it gets towed, it's whatever. So we get to the game, hang out. I call my son and have him come and get me, which, of course, I never wanted him to meet him. But when he dropped me off at his house because he was staying at my house while I was gone, and so he could have my car. He's loving every bit of that. He's loving being 18, by the way. I was like, okay, you've already met him. Besides, he's 18. He's like... He knows it's not going to be like his father or anything. But my point is he's a really amazing person. And I'm so thankful that I gave him the chance. Because the thought, and I'm not saying I'm going to be with him forever or anything like that. But the thought that I could have just pushed him to the side because instantly he wasn't what I thought it should feel. Not be, I guess, feel. I'm so glad I didn't do that. And the thing that I'm realizing is I'm 53 and single, so clearly I'm not doing something right. It doesn't mean that I'm doing anything wrong, but I kind of need to figure out the mistakes that I've made and not that any of the people that I picked were bad. What was the breakdown and what did I miss early on? And maybe like some of the qualities that, just using him as an example, not even about him, here's this amazing person. And do you have a tendency to push those type of people away for whatever reason? So that's what I'm just watching him. And so every time he's just great and does something nice, I just say to myself, okay, well, you've earned another date. We'll go on another date. I don't know where this is going, but you're a good enough person for me to see you again. So does that mean I'm not going to see anybody else? No, because we're not in a committed relationship. And that's what I would do in the past. Whenever I date somebody, I can only date one person. My entire life, I've kind of been like that. One woman, like, if I'm dating you, I'm going to date you. But I've never in my life dated multiple people. So that's kind of weird. So that's what I'm really trying to be conscious about, is dating other people. But that does not mean being with all of these people. It's just dinner, it's just dates, that you go home and he hasn't been to my house. I've been to his house because we've been on several dates. But Anyway, yeah, I'm really thankful. It was so nice. So, all right, bye. Good night.
How chaotic is this woman in her 50s? She talks about having an 18-year-old and she's 53. So if you do the math, she had him when, so 8 and 3, 5. So she was 35? 35, right? 53, yeah, that's about right. So, okay, forget about the son. The son, I thought that was interesting. But the things I thought that was funny that what she said here is that she took some accountability initially. And she was like, oh, not that I picked the wrong people, but maybe I could be better at picking. And maybe I cut people off too early. And, that was interesting. That was an interesting back and forth she had with herself, kind of being introspective. By the way, she didn't have that big of a following on TikTok. This is just her using TikTok as a journal at this point, right? I found it just because I'm just a studious person looking for content from my channel, right? But this is a lady who has like 4 followers. She has like 5 followers. Like nobody follows her, right? So, watching her kind of discover and learn herself in real time, it reveals a lot about women as they mature. And that is, they don't really mature. Like, she's 53 years old and she's thinking to herself, oh, well, I never dated more than one person at a time. That was a mistake. No, it was not. You think dating multiple men at the same time is okay because they're paying for the dates. Women would never want to date more than one man at a time if they were paying for it or if they had to sleep with the man. It's easy to take from multiple men, but it's hard to give to multiple men. That's why she said, oh yeah, I'm dating them, but I'm not sleeping with all of them. Because I'm taking, but I'm not giving them anything. So yeah, it's fine for me. And she wonders why a selfish attitude like that will leave her single in her 50s. If I was a guy dating her, listening, and I've discovered her TikTok, I would automatically dead her, Automatically. Because she's clearly revealing stuff that she probably did not reveal on a date. He probably doesn't know this about her. That her mind's just this chaotic. And maybe all women are going to be like this. That they never change, that whether they're 20 years old, 22, 25, 43, 54, they're all going to still think the same. That they're the prize and men must court them and take them out. And what's the great prize? Punani. That's what women try to get you to buy into. The lie they're trying to buy you into is that Punani's so great you need to do all this work just to get Punani. But what women don't understand, I think they forget this. Historically, men traded long-term commitment and resources for exclusive sexual access. Not sexual access, exclusive sexual access. Meaning that you were the only person they've ever slept with. Lady, your box has been passed around. You're in your 50s and you're still holding on to it like it's the only valuable thing you have to offer. I'm not saying sleep with everybody, but this idea that you still dangle the carrot of punani in front of people's face in their 50s is very telling. I just, anyways, I mean, there's more to this, okay? We're going to watch this last clip here. And I'm just, like I said, this is just so surprising to me. And maybe it shouldn't be. Maybe I should realize that this idea that women mature faster than men is a complete lie. They don't. There's no way I'm going to still think like I did in my 20s when I'm in my 50s. There's no way. I don't even think the same way in my 20s that I did in my 20s as I do in my 30s. I don't. I used to fall for that buy into the dangle the carrot and chase the carrot and do everything for the carrot until I realized the carrot wasn't all that. That punani's overhyped. Every woman thinks that she is the best thing in the world. It's all the same. But you have to put all this effort into something that everyone else has already had. It's crazy. Anyway, let's watch this last clip and we will respond.
Just made it to Arizona. Super excited. It's 100 right now. I'm so happy. And it's like 9:30 at night. But I never got the chance to tell you guys. So I had another date with the guy. And I officially deleted Hinge. And we are only going to see each other. And we're not rushing it. It's not like we're boyfriend, girlfriend, but you know, when you're a single mom, it's hard to date a lot of people because I can basically only go on one date a week. I don't have time to be dating a bunch of different people. And if you like somebody, why not give it the chance? So I'm off the dating app. I'm only dating one person. He's so good. I could have missed this. He's amazing. When I tell you he's amazing, I could have missed this because I'm stupid. But I didn't. So wish me luck. I hope it works out. If it doesn't, I'll just reinstall the app and get back out there. But I like Hinge. I figured it out. You have to play with your algorithm. And someone said you have to delete through all the guys so they then see you and then they can request you. But I don't know. But there was like probably 7 people on my roster that were contenders that I definitely would have gone out with. One of the guys owns a hair salon, or he did. He just sold it in Hermosa Beach. And he just started his own hair care company. And he's sending me a bunch of product. It's going to be there on Wednesday. So successful. But he invited me to his party after I told him that I wasn't going to see other people. And he's 70. And my parameters are 60. I was like, but my parameters were capped at 60. So how are you 70? But he looked really good. I probably still would have gone with him. Because I swear, he looked 50 something. But anyway, bye. Updates. I'll keep you posted what's going on out here. Hope he plays well.
Imagine that she's still receiving product from other men, gifts from other men, even though she's going to date one guy. This is what women do. This is why you shouldn't be the loser that's trying so much for women, because she already got somebody else and she's a single mom. I don't know what to say about this, right? The one thing I like that she said was that she's stupid. And what she meant by her being stupid was she was saying that how she could have passed up on a good guy. Do you know how many women, especially single moms, fumble good men? Because they feel like, oh, I don't got the butterflies, or these stupid feelings you think you're supposed to have with someone that's a good match for you. Your intuition. Ladies, your intuition is a lie. How come your intuition never helps you and prevent you from being a single mom? You ever wondered that? Women have all this intuition, but for some reason, none of that intuition comes to working out when it comes to becoming a single mom. It never works. It fails them every time when it matters the most. They still get knocked up by a dude who they had no idea was going to act like this a year from now. Or they had no idea they're going to not want him anymore after they gave birth to the child. So I like that she said that. I think a lot of women need to hear that. A lot of women, they look for things that are not good guides to choosing somebody. Feelings is not a good guide to choosing somebody. Your feelings could be manipulated. You could be tricked. You could be bamboozled. And oftentimes women are. Women are tricked all the time because they follow their heart. They follow their heart. Now, another thing I noticed about her is that she had a ring on her ring finger like if she was a married woman. That's a little deceitful, no? You're not married. You're a single mom. And anything, if you just found a boyfriend at 53, but you're trying to give off the impression that you're a taken married woman. I wonder why. You see this? Women are deceitful even in their 50s. I don't want it to be this way. It bothers me that this is the way it is, but this is the way it is. And if a woman is attractive, no matter what age she is, she's going to be deluded completely because she's going to think to herself, I have all these options, all these men want me, therefore I'm so valuable, therefore I can make all of them chase after me, provide dates for me, and only choose the one I want to choose. This is why, men, it's not really worth chasing women. Especially a single mom. Shout out to all, I know there's some great single moms out there. I'm not saying that there's not. I'm not saying that there's not. But they are the exception for the most part. Chances are, if you're a single mom, you made one bad decision, and you're likely to make other bad decisions. And you might be pretty. I'm not gonna hold you. I met some very attractive single moms. I'm not gonna lie. That are fit, that are in shape. I'm not gonna lie. I'm even friends with some. But we gotta call a spade a spade. I'm just saying. You know what I'm saying? We have to call a spade a spade. If you're going to have kids by somebody, at least be married to them. So if she was married in the past to the guy that she had kids with, she gets more credit. But if she's just a single mom to 3 different men, none of them married her, and now she's running around trying to dangle this carrot of, oh, if you want my punani, you got to do this, you got to do that for it, she's bugging. All right, I don't know what you guys think. Tell me in the comments. Like the video, subscribe to the channel. Channel blowing up. I appreciate you guys. Check out some of my other videos, and I'll see y'all over there.